Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Beats in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, bitch, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I've been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, when it showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, thumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when it got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be about my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch.
Look, we tastemakers, groundbreakers, fuck up, we crown shakers. Moved us out the margin with writing, that's how we found paper. Hustle nature, since we was riding back on them scooter razors. Had no stable footing since then, I've been an earthquaker. Brown sugar and cinnamon, don't think that I'm the greatest, I just settle for the synonyms. Hey, they wonder what's got it into him. I took a couple losses, my nigga, I'm trying to win again and win again and win again. I ain't taking minimums, my destiny was written in. Coming with a different sin, coming with a different stench. Smelling like greatness and I spray it every day, that's the latest.
The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hotter than my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. Looking at the blessings I've been counting. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hotter than my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. I've been looking at the blessings I've been counting.
Look, I've been counting my blessings, but still stuck in my thoughts. Here I go, stuck in my head again. Daily I've been looking for some peace, what would you recommend? Have a couple drinks, go to sleep, then reset again. That's everything I'm better than, but everything I'm used to. Sticking to the basics, got me looking for a new glue. Looking for a new crew, looking for a new outlet that doesn't sacrifice my self-respect. I don't know all the steps that I'm taking, still walking through it. Hope I find a shawty that really listens and talk me through it. Oftentimes we end up smashing in love and lust. They asking for my heart, don't give it, it's hard to trust. Consider that a plus and minus the complications. Feel like everyone's the same, internet mutations. While all the weak shit get the highest of the praises. Man, the shit is messing with my patience.
The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hotter than my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. Looking at the blessings I've been counting. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hotter than my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. I've been looking at the blessings I've been counting.
Hello. Hello. Man, I know so I'm tripping. I've been talking. I ain't even lie. I ain't even. Well, let me start over. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. This big dog barking straight out of Memphis, Tennessee. Hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. I'm trying to catch y'all up to speed because I've been doing a whole lot of talking and I realized I wasn't even on screen. So I'm trying to catch up. And I was talking about the whole Team Fatty J Prince for president situation. So let me recap and let me give y'all a modified version of what I just said. Fatty used a video of J Prince's daughter, 3-year-old daughter, running across the house naked, and everybody's up in arms. And I feel like that he didn't have to use that video to paint the narrative of Jay Prince being the bad father. There was other things he could have probably did to paint the narrative because he's already been painting the narrative. And Jay Prince don't do no better by doing some of the things he do that Fatty don't use to paint the narrative. So I understand why a lot of people are mad about the situation. But this is what I just said, and I'm gonna say it again. Fatty and several other people in these spaces will go to whatever lengths to beat you, which includes taking damage to their own character. They will go to whatever lengths to beat you, even if that means taking a chunk of their own flesh. And with that, I can respect it because at least I know where they're coming from. At least I've been told out their own mouth that they're willing to do whatever it takes to beat you. I have to admire that. I don't have to agree with every tactic they use, but I can admire their thrill of victory. They have to have it. I can admire that. Because see what a lot of people like doing in these spaces, like everybody want to be the bad guy. Everybody want to be the tough ass. Everybody want to be Billy Badass, which is fine, which is cool. We're on YouTube. You can be who you want to be, I guess. But see, when things like this happen, when they get into these back and forth with content creators, and you got a content creator that's not willing, let me get this right. When you have a content creator that's willing to do whatever it takes to win, and you're not, you can't tell them how to play. You can't tell them how to engage in war with you. Because, like I said, you got some individuals that will do whatever it takes to get the dub, and you're not. You want to win, but you want to win according to certain rules and guidelines, where you have some people that we're going to win at all costs. So the ones that have something to say the most, I'm looking at them and like, bro, you don't understand the art of war. You don't understand real beef. You don't understand how shit moves. It means you got a problem. I have to end you one way or the other. I'm gonna go to one of my favorite books, the 48 Laws of Power. I have to destroy you at all costs. It's either I destroy you at all costs or you can't fight back, or I back up and let you breathe because I know you can't fight back. It's one or the other. I have to beat you. And I have to win at all costs. Now, I didn't agree with the tactic that Fatty used, but I understand why he used it. He has to beat Jay Prince. He has to beat Jay Prince by any means necessary. Even if that means taking a hit to who he is, he has to win. He'll worry about that later. Like I said, we have several individuals in these spaces, both male and female, that don't mind taking hits, don't mind getting their name drugged through the mud, as long as they win. My biggest gripe be with the ones that want to play by rules and beef. Like, this not a boxing match. This ain't no MMA, no UFC. It ain't that. This is YouTube. Y'all say this all the time. It's YouTube. They gonna play within the guidelines of YouTube. But they gonna say what they want to say, and they gonna do what they want to do. As long as YouTube allow it, they're gonna do it. It's those that got these morals. They want to say fat is terrible, fat is this, fat is that. Okay. I ain't gonna say you're wrong. Y'all want to call him a PDF. Y'all want to call him weird and all that right there for some of the things he say. Okay, I got you. I got you. I understand where you're coming from. But y'all some of the same people that will try to do what you got to do to win. You just mad at somebody else's tactics to get the dub. But you'll do it. If there's an opportunity for you to get in by any means necessary, you'll do it. You'll do it. You have to have your attention. Good media, bad media is all media. Good press, bad press is all press. Good attention, bad attention is still attention. You'll do it for clicks, for likes, for views. You'll do it. You'll say you have morals, but you'll do some foul shit. And then when somebody call you out on that, then you get to point the fingers at somebody else saying, well, they do this and they do that. Excuse me. You get to point fingers at opposition and other content creators talking about the things they do. So you won't be in that boat alone. So you won't go down by yourself. You want to bring somebody else down with you. But you'll do it. And it ain't like Fatty just needed to do that for no attention. He didn't need to do that for no money, no extra likes or views. He didn't need to do it. But he did it because of his beef. And like I said, I didn't agree with it. But I understand why. He has to win at all costs. And he's willing to do whatever it takes to win. Now, on the other hand, Jay Prince, I can respect him. He's a self-proclaimed Pookie. He has said that several times, so I can respect Jay Prince too. Just like I said, I respect Fatty. I can respect Jay Prince too. But see, if we're talking about attention, and we're talking about the use of children to get attention, Jay Prince is just as guilty of using his kids for clicks and likes and views as Fatty is. Just as guilty. If you've been watching this content lately, he's been trying to be, I guess, a family channel, whatever the case may be. He's showing him and his new wife and his kids, they doing things, and this, that, and third. They look real nice. But Jay Prince do Jay Prince shit, though. Jay Prince spazzes out on Flora. Jay Prince spazzes out on his oldest daughter. He literally had a fit because his 11-year-old daughter, like a boy, he literally had a fit because his oldest daughter likes a boy. I mean, Jay Prince, over time, she's gonna like a boy sooner or later. Or would you prefer her to like a girl? Which one? Because she's gonna like somebody sooner or later. And nature gonna take its course. And there's nothing you could do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. And you record everything. I ain't gonna say everything, but you record a lot. My guy, you record yourself taking a shit. On live. Why? Transparency, realness. You starting to remind me of some of these other content creators that just do whatever for attention. I can't name names, but I can describe some of them, like the fat white guy that took a shit on himself on live. Not because he couldn't get to the bathroom, because he just wanted shock value. Motherfuckers acting up because of this, that, and the third, just for shock value. People saying this, that, and the third for shock value because they need the attention. They need somebody to hit that like button. They need the subscribers. They need this. They need that. Attention is a hell of a drug. And once you get a little taste of it and you get hooked on it, you got to keep that in your veins. You got to keep that in your lungs. So you do whatever you have to do to get it. See, people don't want to talk about that shit and how he exploits his own kids for likes and views and attention. Oh, that because that's them his kids. He yeah, but I don't have to see you treating your kids like you treat them. I don't have to hear that. And you want to be transparent and real, which is fine. Be transparent, be real. That's not a problem. Do that. Do that. But you can't get mad when somebody tells you how you a shitty parent. And you always want to say, don't talk about my kids. Ain't nobody talking about your kids. Ain't nobody utter bad words about your 3 girls. they respect the fact that you got your daughters. And from what I hear from other content creators, they admire your daughter. They're beautiful. Don't nobody say nothing bad about your children. They say something bad about you and how you treat them. But you get in defense and saying, quit talking about my kids. I don't know. Ain't nobody talking about your kids. They're talking about you and how you treat your kids. It's a difference. It's a difference. Ain't nobody talking bad about your children. They're talking bad about you and how you deal with your children. Like I said, people admire the fact that you got your 3 girls with you. And before you got with Flora and married Flora, they admired you for taking care of them 3 girls. But you also say that you didn't change diapers. I changed diapers. I wasn't above changing diapers for my own daughter. I wasn't above changing diapers when my son was in diapers. I mean, that's part of being a parent. You don't want to change your daughter's diaper, but you want custody of your daughters. Just saying shit like that make people look at you sideways like, well, how you gonna take care of your daughters fully when you won't even change her diaper? How long you gonna keep your children in homeschool? Like, it's a lot of things you do that Fatty has nothing to do with that's in question, and you don't want nobody to question you. See, it's easy for somebody to get on Fatty ass for doing something to you. You play victim. You got bullied. You being stalked. All that good shit. What going on, Zyrex? You'll have not a problem when Fatty does something to you. Then you can cry victim. Look how Fatty doing me. Look how Fatty doing me. Woo, 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 woo. But then when you do some self-inflicted shit, when you cause your own damage, you don't want nobody to say nothing to you. They don't understand. I'm real. I'm transparent. Like, nigga, I'm a hood nigga too. I call myself a pookie. But I know what to show on social media. I know what to show social media. I know what to show YouTube. I'm not going to show them me talking crazy to my kids and then getting mad when somebody say I shouldn't talk crazy to my kids. If I show it and somebody say something about it, at least I'm going to own up to it and say, yeah, I did it. Now what? I done said several times that I done cuss my kids out, cuss my wife out. I did it. You ain't see it. You didn't hear it. But I did it. I did it. If you gonna do it, do it. But don't cry when somebody pass judgment on you for doing it. Stand up like a man and take it. Because you did it. But again, it's a lot of selective outrage because of what was used. And like I always say, I don't agree with Fatty on what he did. I know why he did it, but I don't agree with what he did. But they're beefing. They've been beefing for damn near 2 years. And just like with anybody else Fatty beefing with, a motherfucker get mad because, and this is one of my favorite lines from Jay-Z. I probably make more money off your album than you. Translation. Fatty makes more money off Jay Prince content than Jay Prince. That's a problem. And it's not a Fatty problem. That's a Jay Prince problem. Just like a lot of people Fatty get into it with, he probably make more money off your content than you do. That's why a lot of you guys and girls hate Fatty. Now, I don't agree with everything Fatty do, but I understand business. I understand war. Fatty is good for business. Regardless of what y'all say about Fatty, he's good for business. Well, at least for his business. And he's good for using your shit against you. And he can make money off your shit better than you can. When it comes down to some shit like that, I can't even be mad at that man. I'm going to look at you and say, well, why is it that you can't make the same amount of money off your own shit? And Fatty can make more money off your shit than you do. Y'all want to go to war with this guy, and this guy done told y'all over and over again he's ready for war, and he would do anything to win. He have told y'all that. He's willing to play in the mud. He has told y'all that. I'm not on the defense force. I'm not a dick rider. I'm just speaking the truth. He told you guys he ready for war. Bring it to him. He's ready to do whatever it takes to win. When you add the fact that he's ready for war, and on top of that, he makes more money off your content than you do, I see why y'all hate him. I understand why y'all hate Fatty. I understand it. And the only way y'all can have any peace is if the worst thing happens to Fatty and his channel get taken. That way, everybody that has a problem with that man probably get some of his subscribers, have more people in their lives. Hey, I might come up off that shit. If I'm just gonna be honest, I might get some of his subscribers. I might get some of his audience if his channel get taken. But that's the only way y'all guys and girls gonna get any peace dealing with that man is if his channel no longer exists. Let's say if the worst does happen, let's say they do take his channel, then what? Then what? Who gonna be your punching bag then? Who gonna be the next villain for y'all to hate? Who's next? Then on top of that, is your content gonna make any more money? If you're not making none now, what makes you think you're gonna make any more if Fatty doesn't use your content? Is you gonna make any more money? Is you gonna get any more cash apps, any more super chats, super stickers? Is your money gonna move? Is it gonna rise if Fatty is no longer in the picture? if it ain't already making no money? It ain't. You'll still be in the same problems, same situations that you are now. Crying and begging for some attention, crying and begging for some money. Y'all need Team Fatty. What Tony Montana said? Y'all need the bad guy. Because without him, what would y'all do? What would y'all do if you didn't have a Team Fatty to be the villain? What would you do? Some of y'all channels would be boring if y'all didn't have beef with this man. It'll be crazy. And again, I'm not a dick rider. I respect business. I respect a hustle. I respect war. And Fatty knows what he's dealing with when he's on the YouTube streets. It's a business. It's war. And he has to win at all costs. And I can't be mad at the individual that's willing to win at all costs. Might be a little crazy, but I can't be mad at him. You can be mad at him all you want to. Quit making content for him to use against you. That's all I can tell you. Quit putting his name in your mouth and then don't want to dive in the mud when he good in the mud. Just leave him alone. He told y'all, leave him alone. Leave him alone. I understand where he come from. Leave him alone. Leave me alone. If I'm not bothering you, if I'm not picking on you, if I'm not trying to bully you, and I'm trying to do my thing, leave me alone. Let me do me. I'm not bothering nobody. But the minute you get to poking and prodding and playing, what you expect for me to do? You expect for me to sit there and let you do it? And not retaliate, not say nothing, not do nothing? You're stupid. You're crazy. So I understand when he tell you leave him alone. Leave him alone. And it won't get ugly. But you can't. You need the content. You need the content strategy. You need him to say something. You need him to do something so y'all can get some money. So y'all can get an audience. Y'all need him to do shit. Just like how y'all say, oh, he needs Jay Prince to make content. He really don't. He really don't. He really don't have to pick on nobody to have a decent live show. He don't need to use somebody else's content to fund his hamburger fund. He don't need to pick on nobody. He's an entertainer. He's entertaining. He's funny. He's smart. He don't need to pick on you guys. He can do what the fuck he want to do, and he'll probably make some money. I believe that. He don't have to use y'all content to make him some money. He don't. But it's so easy. It's so easy for guys like him to use your shit against you and make money off of you. If that ain't pimping, I don't know what it is. If that ain't pimping, y'all, I don't know what the hell he doing. All he do is wait for y'all to do some dumb shit. And he got the fatty files. It's plenty of shit in the fatty files. And I believe him when he says it's a lot of shit he got that he don't even use against opponents. He trying to win at all costs, as you should. But again, y'all have rules, y'all have morals, y'all have shit, y'all have a code that where I can't dive into the mud, I can't do the dirty shit, and all this right there. Well, you're not a politician. You're not willing to do the dirty shit to get ahead. Don't get mad at the individual that's willing to do it. Exactly, Zyrex. He give you opportunity to back away. That just squash it. But you gotta get your lick back on somebody that's willing to fight. And you expect for him to lay down and let you beat on him. No, because he's from Portugal. You just feel like, and I know what that is. That because you're an American, and Americans feel like they can run the world. They just pop up in anybody's country and they just gonna take over. And that's what y'all feel like when it come down to Fatty, because he's in Portugal. Y'all feel like y'all can just pick on the Portuguese man until he fight back. And then you're like, no, you're not supposed to fight me back. I'm American. That's what that is. It gotta be. Cause that's all y'all use. You're a foreigner. You don't understand how it works over here. You don't understand how it works over here. What part? What part of what we do over here, Fatty don't understand over there in Portugal? Because I remember when I said something about the whole back and forth between him and Iz about Tyrion and Baby Shower, and Israel wanted me to pop up on this show and talk about it, and I did. On Duck. I went up there and I'm like, what's up? And we went straight into Memphis and the crime in Memphis. And I was like, okay, yeah, Memphis is one of the worst cities in the world. And I stay here. Now what? You want to compare Memphis to Portugal as far as crime? I'm like, bruh, I don't know what's the crime is like in Portugal. I'm not over there. I don't know. I don't know how much time he'll get for jaywalking in Portugal. I know you get a slap on the wrist in the United States. I don't know you go to jail for 6 months for jaywalking. I don't know what go on over there. But what I was implying is that when he says the men and the women, the relationships that American men and women, the West complain about, he says it's the same thing over there in Portugal. See, that's what I was talking about. Is relationships, is the men and women. And he going through the same things that we go through in the West. He has the same conversations that we have in the West. That's what I was implying. That's what I was talking about. He's going through the same thing that we go through over here. You took it to crime. I wasn't even talking about crime. I would never, I wouldn't dare compare my city to another motherfucker city and say, oh, they do the same crimes over there. I know where I stay at. And matter of fact, it was a poll, so it was a list of the top 20 worst cities in the world. Memphis was the first United States city. Memphis, Tennessee, where I stay at, is considered the worst city in the United States when it comes down to crime. It ain't too many cities that gonna compare to Memphis when it comes down to crime. And all because I said somebody was pocket watching. I felt like somebody was pocket watching, and I said something about it. Some of the statements that was made me say, you pocket watching. Anytime you sit there and say, Tyranny made more money at a baby shower than 7 or 8 content creators made in one day, I call that pocket watching. No personal beef, no ill will toward is. It was just that's how I felt. It's like, bro, why are you worried about how the baby shower went? You worried about the wrong thing. You looking in her pockets and talking about how much she made in one day. Why? What was the purpose? So again, y'all need Fatty to be the bad guy. That's the only way y'all gonna survive, really. That's just my personal opinion. I might be wrong. And I'm willing to be corrected if I'm wrong. But for somebody that's on the outside looking in and everything that's going on in these spaces, and I've been watching it for a couple of years now, y'all need him. And the funny thing about it is y'all need him more than he needs y'all. Ask Jay Prince. Ask Jay Prince. Y'all need Fatty more than he needs y'all. It is what it is. Yes, home Evan Presley. We terrible down here, Zyrex. We are terrible. But anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long today. I'm gonna get right into it. So it's like, how do I influence people? Well, this is what I can tell y'all. How I influence, how I persuade people. I'm a salesman. I'm a natural salesman. And I tell people a lot of times that sales and game is one and the same. And I've said this several times before. It's like I hear so many people talking about they have a background in sales, yet they can't sell products. And I made a lot of money selling illegal goods. I ain't proud of it, but I'm good at it. Now, how I persuade people to buy products, well, most of the time I didn't have to say nothing. It was like they wanted to buy it anyway. I didn't have to say nothing. They knew I had this, that, and the third. They wanted to buy it. That's an easy sale. But when it comes down to persuading women, that's where I'm having a little. I ain't gonna say I have issues with it because I'm good. I'm married. I ain't had a problem with a woman in what 20 years. I ain't had a problem with women in 20 years. Personal, business. I ain't had a problem with women in 20 years. And see, I hear men all day, every day complain about women and the reasons why they can't get what they want out of women. And I be sitting here like, well, what's the problems? And I hear problem after problem after problem, how they act, how they dress, their standards being too high, their baby mothers, they educated, they make too much money. It's a long laundry list of things. And I be sitting here like, okay, all right, cool, got it, whatever, 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 whatever. And I boil all that down to basically it's like they make their own decisions. They have options. They choose what they want to do. It is what it is. A lot of men don't like that. A lot of men want women to be stuck in the house and let them make all the decisions for them. How would you feel if somebody making all the decisions for you? That's where the whole leadership, followers, and all that type of shit come into play. It's like it's easy for you to sit there and have women follow your directions if they have no choice but to follow your direction. They got free will, they got options, they can do what they want to do, and that's a problem. They say something they say is a problem because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You just want them to say, yes, I will date you. Yes, I will have your baby. Yes, I will marry you. I don't need no problems. But again, what do you have to offer them? What do you have to offer them for them not to give you problems? What do you have? Because I have said this before, is that women love men. Well, at least the heterosexual women, they love men. They love them. So it ain't that much convincing you have to do with certain women about if they want a man. They want a man. If they ain't already got one, they want a man. And they want the kind of man they want. See, the thing is, y'all don't know how to talk. You don't know how to conversate. You don't know how to push your product. Just like I said, a lot of times when I was doing what I was doing, I didn't have to say nothing. They knew I had it. It was easy to sell it. But you don't know what it's like having some bad product and trying to get rid of it. When they looking at it and they looking at the side eye and like, no, I don't want to buy it. No, 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 no. You literally have to modify. You literally have to modify what you're willing to give away in order to get this dollar. It was a lot of times I had to give away shit just to make a dollar. And it hurt like hell having to give away more than I need to give away. Having to sell so much for so little. It hurt me. I had to take them hits. In order for me to bounce back, I had to take them hits. I had to have bad product and had to find a way to get rid of that shit in order to get some good, better shit so I could go make my money back. I had to take them hits. So the same way I had to take them hits, you have to take your hits. You have to modify. You have to give away some shit in order to get some shit sometimes. A lot of y'all just want women to take you as is, with no modifications, no changes, no nothing. You're not trying to better yourself. You're not trying to better your situation. You just want somebody to take you as is. And it don't work like that. So when they telling you, I don't like this, I don't like that. If you're dark skinned and she says she don't like dark skinned men, you can't make her like dark skinned men. It's just something you can't get around. If you can't get around it, you can't get around it. Now you can keep running your mouth and try to persuade her to date you, give you a chance as a dark skinned man, but 9 times out of 10, the majority of the time, she's not going to date a dark skinned man. She's not going to date a nigga with dreads if she don't like niggas with dreads. Now, in my case, my wife didn't like a man that had tattoos on his neck. She told me that every day. I don't like men with tattoos on their necks. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. How you end up with a man with tattoos on his neck? I was persistent. I wasn't creepy. I wasn't stalking or nothing like that. I just was persistent. Every time I had a chance to talk to her, I say something to her and I get my response out and I kept pushing. I'll talk to you again. When you come out in the world and doing these cold approach, you see somebody fine at the mall, at the bar, at the club, whatever the case may be. That's your one time to get your game right. What you have to offer. What do you have that's going to persuade her to give you her information? What do you have to offer her that's going to get you to take her home or whatever the case may be, get you a one night stand? What do you have to offer? See, the easy thing is walking up on a shawty that already wants you. That's easy. That's easy. Walking up on some female that already like you, that already want you, that already fantasized about you and all them type of things. That's easy work. But that's a small percentage of women. That's a small percentage. And y'all talk about trying to change how the women move and how the women think. You want all the women to be in that small percentage of they just want you because they want you. That's why you want to change them so much. You want all of them to be easy to sell to. Come on, man. Now this ain't for everybody, and you know what I'm saying. I don't make content for everybody. I make content for me talking shit, for me expressing things and all that right there, because this is what y'all talk about every day. It's just my approach to the game. That's easy work to change all the women. You want all the women to move in a certain direction so y'all can have easy pickings. That's why y'all want easy pickings. Y'all don't want to work to get a wife. You want all of them to move a certain direction so you can have easy pickings. But that's only a small percentage of the women. See, the problem is the majority of the women, 18 or better, that's single, they're in the biggest chunk of the pie. Them the women that's debating whether or not they want to be junks or whether they want to be wives. And the crazy part about it is they're both. They're both. See, the way I break down the pie chart, 20% of the women are easy pickings. They just easy. And you can categorize whoever you want to categorize as easy pickings. But in my world, them the women that want you because they want you. They soon as they see you, they get wet. Easy sales, easy pickings, but it ain't that many of them. Not like that. Then there's another 20% that's in long term relationships, married, committed. They ain't even looking in your direction. Why? They straight. They got what they want. They got the man they want, the man that's their leader or whatever the hell you want to call them. And they're not finna jeopardize that for nobody or nothing. They straight. They'll listen. They won't mind the flirting. They won't mind a little attention, but they're not gonna bust a grape. They're not gonna budge. It is what it is. Then you have 20% of the women that's in the LGBTQ community. They don't want you. They like women. They like what you like. They like what you like. So I know they ain't messing with you. Now there might be variants. There's some outliers to these situations. Like I always say, you could turn a little John into a wife. It's rare, but it can happen. You can get a wife to mess off with on her husband. It's rare. Shit, you can even get a lesbian to have sex with you. It's a possibility. But them outliers. That's not happening all the time. It might happen every so often, but that's not the rule. Like what y'all favorite saying is, them are exceptions, not the rules. Yeah, them are exceptions. They're not the rules. But that's 60% of the pie chart too, though. It's that 40%, that big chunk of the pie that has a bunch of women deciding whether they want to be junts, wives, or lesbians. And they're just waiting on you, men, to shoot your shot so they can make their decision on which direction they want to go. See, when I told y'all this before a while ago, is that women don't trust men. This is why. What are your real intentions with these women? What are your real intentions? When you see an attractive woman, what is your real intentions? Y'all say y'all want marriage. But the funny thing about that is there's no bad marriage material. Let y'all tell it. And I'm like, okay. But there's plenty of women you'll smash. And I had to sit back and like, so y'all want sex? Because if marriage is the goal, then keep your dick in your pants and try to get what you want. But if you're just trying to get boxed, then shoot your shots. This chunk of women, this 40% of women that's floating around the United States, floating around the world, whatever the case may be, they're trying to see what you're trying to do. Let's talk about the junts, the ones that's easy pickings. In this 40%, you don't think they want to be wives? They might have some bisexual tendencies or whatever the case may be. They're trying to see what you're trying to do. They know they want some dick. They know they want some dick. But them might be the ones that if I give him the pussy, maybe he'll fall in love with me. If I give him what he wants, maybe he'll wife me. Maybe if I give him what he wants sexually, he'll go and marry me. You not gonna marry her. You not gonna marry her because all that's going on in your mind is when you give her one of them little junkies, she a freak. She going, she doing this and doing that. She called me at 2 o'clock in the morning to come through and do this, that, and the third. When the truth of the matter is, she wants you to be her man. You ever thought about that? She know men like pussy. She just wants you to be her man. But she have a messed up way of telling you she wants you to be her man. She going the best way she know. Maybe she picked it up from her mama. Maybe she picked it up from her friends, family members, whatever the case may be. But maybe she just wants you to be her man, and the best way for her to show you is just to do nasty ass shit. You ever thought about that? Nah, you didn't think about that because you was too busy thinking with your dick. You ain't had no real conversation with her to see what she really wanted outside of your dick. Because you were getting satisfied. You were getting pleased. You ain't had time to talk. You just knew when you saw that name pop up on your phone, whatever you got her saved as, whatever she texting you and all that right there, you know to jump. Because you know she's going to do some nasty ass shit. But you never had the conversation to see what she really want outside of sex. And this could have been the one that is going to be the good wife. But because you don't have this conversation, you really don't know. All you know is that your dick get wet. That's all you know is your dick get wet. You bust your nut, you get up and you leave, and she's sitting there like, why this man won't cuff me? And guess what? As soon as she get them feelings in her head that she wants you to cuff her, she want to be your one and only and all that, guess what you're going to do? I can't wife you. You a hoe. I can't wife you because you going. How dare you come to me on something that being a full-time relationship? You ain't nothing but a bust down. So if you telling her that, and her next move is to say, well, you know what? Fuck you. You get no more of this, no more head, no more pussy, no more booty hole, whatever little nasty ass shit y'all got going on, y'all together. You get no more of that. How do you feel when the little junk tell you no more? How do you feel? You mad now? You mad because you knew for a fact that whenever she hit your line, it was guaranteed you gonna get something. Now she done cut you off. Now you mad. Now you feeling some type of way. And guess what you're going to do when she cut you off? You're gonna plead your case on why she shouldn't cut you off. And this is how the so-called junks turn into girlfriends. Because you want that box. And the only way you can get it is if you cuff her. But you're not cuffing her because you want her. You're cuffing her because you want that pussy. She got what she want though. And see what happens is y'all could be in a relationship, but it's gonna be some people that know of her past that's gonna tell you, oh bro, you fucking around with a freak. And she's nothing but faithful to you, but because of outside interference, outside noise, they get to bothering you. It get to bothering you. And why does it bother you? Because you don't want to be the nigga that wifed up a freak. But a lot of this could have been avoided. This thought, this mindset you have about being wifed up with a freak, a lot of this could have been avoided a long time ago if you understood where she was coming from. She used her body to get the man. Not because she want 1,000,001 men, it's because she wants you. And she know what you want. She know you ain't gonna do nothing else. You ain't gonna pay no bills. You ain't gonna take her nowhere. You ain't gonna buy no clothes. You already know you ain't gonna do none of that shit unless she suck your dick. And she's willing to suck your dick. Just so she can be wifed up. Let's not even talk about how if she has a body count, a pass or whatever. Let's say you the first nigga she start fucking with. She just do go all out. That's all she know. That's what she been told to just go all out for a man and do this, that, and third for him so you can get wifed up. And she does that. You gonna think she a hoe. You ain't had no conversation with her to find out why she really doing all that. You ain't talking to her. You ain't trying to figure it out. You just know you getting your dick wet. And you know when she cut that shit off, you want to conversate then. Because you still want to get your dick wet. Then you end up cuffing her. Then you get to thinking like, man, she probably done this shit. I wonder what her body count is. You fucking up now because the body count situation. You can ask her, but is you gonna if she tell you was her first and only, is you gonna believe her? Chances are you not because you're gonna say, damn, you suck my dick so motherfucker good. I know you lying. Come on. You losing control of you losing control of the situation because you don't know how to talk to see what is really going on. You know how many conversations I done had with freaks just to understand where they're coming from and why they fucking with me so hard. It'd be some of the smallest shit on why they go all out for a nigga. Be some of the smallest shit. Be some of the smallest shit that they like. That they don't get from another guy that you do. Basic small shit. That had them wrapped around your finger. But you won't conversate. You won't talk. You won't ask questions. You won't vet. You won't do none of that. All you know is she got good pussy. And that could be your potential wife. But because of how good she is in the bedroom, you can't cuff that. But you can't let her go either, though. Or what about the women that want to be married? The ones that got the high standards, the one that got jobs, education, might have a child. just going through life doing this, that, and the third. What about them? They too much. Why they too much? If they married minded, well, why they ain't married their baby dad? Hey, people fuck up. We can sit here all day and argue about who fucked up the relation, why she's a single mother. We can say it's her, we can say it's him. We can have that argument all motherfucking day. Just know she a single mama. Just know she got a good paying job. Just know she got some paperwork. She went to school. Just know she got some standards, some goals, some things behind her that she ain't bending for. That's what you want. You want marriage minded women. You want all the women to change up and be marriage minded. But you say the marriage minded women are hard. Their standards too high. They do too much. Why you won't step your game up then? Why you won't step your game up? Why won't you step up? Why won't you change up who you are to get one of these marriage minded women? If you don't want to be a stepdaddy, you don't have to be a stepdaddy. I wouldn't advise no man to just say, "Yeah, I'm on a volunteer to be a stepdaddy." No, I mean, if you like who you like. You like who you like. But you got women around here that's marriage minded that want to be married. You say they can't be married because their standards too high. And you don't want to change your approach to them. You don't want to change who you are. You want them to dumb themselves down so you can make it to where you can get them easier. Like, I don't know that many desperate women. Like the Johns, they desperate. They're desperate. All they got is their body. And that's what y'all niggas say y'all want is the body. But you don't want a wife for because you don't know what the body count is. But you like the body. Now the ones you want, the ones that's marriage minded, you don't want to marry them either because their standards too high. You have to do too much for them. You have to better who you are. You have to make a couple more dollars. You might have to change how you dress a little bit, how you talk. You might have to change some things in order to get one of these marriage minded women, and you're not willing to do that. But you want them to change who they are. You want them to dumb themselves down and accept you for who you are. That said don't make. That said don't fly. That's not a good. That's not good. You're the salesman. That's what you want. You want that type of woman, but you won't change your approach to that woman because you have to do too much to guarantee the sale. And again, in my own personal life, I wasn't supposed to get married. Let women tell me I wasn't supposed to get married. I was gonna be a thug nigga to the day I die. And some of them had. I wasn't supposed to have a wife. I wasn't supposed to have kids. I was just supposed to be a walk. I was just supposed to be a dick. Because that's what I was doing. When word got around that I got married, you know how many women looked at me and like, who married you? And all I had to do was get my wife was act nice. Do something nice for her. Without having no other expectations outside of me just being nice. It wasn't gonna hurt me to be nice. I was nice. She never left me alone since that day. She even said to herself, I ain't think you could be nice. Just me being nice. Just me changing up for one woman, being nice without expecting anything in return, got me my wife. You niggas can't even be nice. You can't even be nice. You can't ask questions. You don't want to compliment. You don't want to do nothing. And these women are ripe for the taking. Zyrex, I don't listen to what these niggas say. These niggas are my little brothers. Some of them could be my damn sons. I mean, y'all know my son's 17. Some of these niggas can be my son. My audience, really my sweet spot is 25 to 34-year-old men. That's my sweet spot when I look at my analytics. Basically, my little brothers and my sons. They can call that simping all motherfucking day, but you get more flowers with sugar than you do with vinegar. Even everybody know that. That's common sense. But you guys don't want to be nice, and you blowing your motherfucking sale to a woman that's ready to be tied down, ready to be a wife, ready to start a family, ready to cook and clean, all that good shit you niggas want out of women that's willing to do it, but you can't be nice to them. You can't improve who you are to get them. And then a nigga like me, a self-proclaimed pookie, self-proclaimed toxic motherfucker, me, I have not a problem telling you motherfuckers I'm with the shit. I could be nice. And the woman that you supposed to get to be your wife, guess what? She my junk. You see that little twist right there? The woman that's supposed to be your wife is my junk. Because I was nice. And we're not even going to talk about the women that's in that hunk, that big chunk of the pie that's on the fence of being hetero and homo. All they wait for you to do is fuck up. They put a little trust in you and you fuck up their trust, and guess what? They'd rather be with a woman. They'd rather be with a woman that look like Manny Fresh than to be with a nigga. All because they can't trust you. And then you have a problem with her being with another woman. It's like, well, bro, why you think she ran over there? Why you think it was so easy for her to do it? Because she been having bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship. And I know what y'all say. Oh, she picking bad. Nah, some of you niggas fucked up. You want to automatically say she picking wrong when some of you niggas fucked up. You ain't trying to do better. And she put her trust in you and you fucked her over. And she dipped. And she tried again. And she got fucked over again. Tried again. She got fucked over again. And after so many times of trying, she like, well, you know what? I might well try women. See how that works. Now you're mad because she messing with women. Well, hey, you fucked over. But a nigga like me, I done dealt with plenty of bisexual women. We never had sex, but we had plenty of conversations. And they told me several times, it's like, yeah, they don't trust men because men stupid. They had told me several times, like, I didn't come out the womb liking pussy. Some of them got kids. A lot of them got kids before they go and start messing with other women. And I done had them conversations with them. They'll tell me, like, man, these niggas be fucked up. They don't trust them. They'll trust a nigga like me enough to hold conversation with me. They'll tell me all their little secrets. They'll show me the little pictures of things they be doing. I ain't supposed to tell nobody. I done saw pictures, but I done saw pictures. I know things about them. I'm cool with them. All I'm saying is really is like, what are they, junts, marriage material, or lesbians? Your conversation sucks with all three of them. Your mindset is terrible when it comes down to all three. And this is the majority of women that's walking around that you have to deal with, that's on the fence of being one of the three. They just trying to see what your sales approach is for them to make their next move. Because they want to purchase. They want to fuck with a nigga. And they will deal with any kind of nigga. Like that whole 666 shit, bruh. Women ain't as slow as you think they are. Women ain't as stupid as you think they are. They want what they want, but so do men. And sooner or later, a woman knows she has to settle for the best available option. I'm 6 feet, but I don't make six figures. And I ain't got no six pack. But I got what I wanted. The only requirement from my wife was I was taller than her. That's the only requirement she had, that I was tall. That was it. The average man about 5'8". And as long as you were taller than my wife, she was straight. And she 5'4". I just happen to be 6 feet. But eventually these women will have to, they gonna come back to reality and realize that the nigga they really want, that Superman, there's only so many of them walking around. And a lot of them don't qualify. They know they don't qualify. They're just hoping that Superman will feel sorry for them. They know that. You ain't gotta excuse me. You ain't gotta beat that in their head. You ain't gotta come and talk crazy to them about that. They know that it's delusional. There's not enough of them walking around. They know that. They just hope Superman feels sorry for them. That's all that is. But just like I was saying on Will Nakuza's show last night, there's a lot of you niggas living the Big Bang Theory. And for those that don't watched it, and I'm a big fan of Big Bang Theory. Every time it come on, I watch it. I watch it on Max. I watch Big Bang Theory. That's one of my favorite shows of all time. A lot of you niggas is that nerd ass man, that nerd ass motherfucker that stay across the hall from the hot chick. And you infatuated with her. From head to toe, you gonna see nothing wrong with her. She country as all get out. She kind of slow. Well, I ain't gonna say she kind of slow. She ain't as smart as you. Country in the motherfucker. Drink, smoke a lot. You don't. Got niggas running in and out of motherfucking house. Body count. And yet and still you in love with her. Yet and still you in love with her. She can't do no wrong. Even if she doing all the quote unquote wrong shit that women do, you still in love with her. And all you want is for her to give you an opportunity, a chance to be her boyfriend, her husband, her baby father. But there's only so many of them walking around too. Well, I take that back. It's some pretty women. It's some women around here like that. It's the ones that has the zero bodies, drop dead gorgeous, totally submissive. It ain't that many of them walking around. But you want her to feel sorry for you. Just like the women want Superman to feel sorry for them and give them an opportunity. You want that woman to feel sorry for you and give you an opportunity. Yeah. At least shoot your shot. If that's who you really want to be your wife. At least shoot your shot. Well, I think I'm finna cut out. Eat me some watermelon. I appreciate Zyrex for coming through and anybody else that came through. I appreciate y'all was talking through. Like, share, subscribe. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later.